In 2019, Core Performance launched ICEPLATE EXO, a new type of ultralight, minimalist plate carrier designed from the ground up to include the company's patented thermoregulation iceplate and ice fence technologies. Built from a proprietary ICEPLATE EXO laminate and laser cut for maximum weight savings, ICEPLATE EXO introduced the concept of thermoregulation as integral to the armed professional safety as ballistic protection. ICEPLATE EXO has evolved 5 years later thanks to invaluable end-user feedback, passionate team members pushing the limit, and continuous improvement in in-house manufacturing technologies. Now in its third generation, following a meticulous ground-up redesign intended to make the most functional and feature-rich plate carrier on the market, and after many requests from our viewers and customers, we're here to ask, how does ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 stack up against the competition? Is ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 a one-trick show pony, or is this the real-deal future of advanced infantry fighting systems? Stay tuned to this episode of Core Performance Insights to find out. Format. For newcomers to this series, our videos aren't standard reviews. We developed these videos to thoroughly and officially answer frequent customer questions about integrating our Ice Age ecosystem's thermoregulation and hydration tools with various plate carriers available today. Our approach is strictly empirical. We present objective, quantifiable data supported by instruments and documentation whenever possible. We strive to avoid any subjective or qualitative information. We don't share conjectures or opinions. We aim to provide the necessary data to make informed decisions, empowering you to reach your highest potential. This is what building a superhuman future is all about. Relationship disclosures. Even though ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is one of our products, we still strive to give purely empirical and data-driven insights no matter what, so you won't find any subjective or qualitative information in this or any insights video. We are only doing this video because we had so many requests from viewers and customers to test our own plate carrier. We were extremely hesitant to do this. Initially, we had zero plans to do so because the bias risk was too high. However, the customer calls grew frequent and loud enough that we felt it was imperative in the interest of transparency. We aim to remain neutral and unbiased to provide you with information to make the best purchase decision possible and set you up for success. Ice Age Ecosystem Integration. Our ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is designed to integrate seamlessly with our Ice Age ecosystem. Everything from Ice Fence Classic ventilation pontoons, Ice Fence Classic and Arrows shoulder pads, and IMS Pro will work with ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3. The internal Velcro loop fields on the body-facing sides of both plate bags are engineered to interchangeably accept IMS Pro Combo and Ice Fence plate carrier ventilation pontoons. Furthermore, the Axle Equinox Cummerbund variant also readily accepts Ice Fence plate carrier ventilation pontoons. Materials. Recently, we introduced a second laminate material option, Berry-compliant ICEPLATE EXO laminate or USMCA-compliant endurance laminate. Here are the differences. Berry-compliant materials are entirely sourced and manufactured in the US, which is essential for military and government contracts to ensure quality and country of origin standards. Our ICEPLATE EXO laminate made in the US includes Spectra fiber for exceptional strength and durability. USMCA, short for United States, Mexico, and Canada Agreement, compliant materials on the other hand, can be sourced within the US, Mexico, and Canada. Our ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 uses a high-quality laminate made in Mexico called Endurance. We currently use a unique safety yellow version in our safety collection. This initiative caters to private citizens, recreational enthusiasts, state and municipal agencies, nonprofits, and businesses, both large and small, offering increased capability and accessibility where Berry compliance is not legally required and the additional strength of embedded Spectra fiber is unnecessary. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is made from one of these laminates depending on which the customer chooses, alongside name brand Velcro and shock cord. Both the Berry and USMCA laminates have a 500D Cordura outer for NIR considerations. Every ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3, regardless of laminate choice, is made right here in Knoxville, Tennessee at our HQ2 by US citizens who are employed full-time by Core Performance Inc. Dry weight. Few things affect human performance more than weight. Ounces add up to pounds and pounds equal pain. We've all heard this and we all understand it. In this video, we will weigh 4 variations of ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 for total transparency and maximum educational value. First on the scale is the ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 constructed from Berry-compliant ICEPLATE EXO laminate with both the side strap and Axle Equinox Cummerbund, followed by ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 built with USMCA-compliant Endurance laminate with side strap and Axle Equinox Cummerbund. The Berry-compliant ICEPLATE EXO variant with front and rear plate bag and the side strap option weighs 15.2 ounces or 0.95 pounds. With the Axle Equinox cummerbund, that weight comes to 23.2 ounces or 1.45 pounds. The USMCA-compliant ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 variant with just the front and rear plate bags and side strap weighs 15.2 ounces or 0.95 pounds. With the Axle Equinox cummerbund, that weight comes to 22.4 ounces or 1.4 pounds. To find out how this weight compares to other plate carriers on the market today like the Crye Precision JPC 2.0, Crye Precision AVS, First Spear Strandhog, and many more, click on the link in the show notes below to check out our Best Plate Carriers 2024 article and video. Wet weight. Does wet weight matter more than dry weight? It depends on your mission. Whether you are dealing with saltwater or sweat, the ability of a plate carrier to repel and shed water weight quickly can dramatically impact operator performance. If you have watched any of the many YouTube videos in our technical plate carrier overview series, you'll know that our experimental design is simple and the same for all plate carriers we test in this series. Submerge the carrier in water for 60 minutes, remove it and hang dry it for 60 seconds, and then record the weight. We conduct all of these tests inside our brand new HQ2 facility in Knoxville, Tennessee to ensure that external variables like sunlight, wind, etc. are absent. The Berry-compliant ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 with front and rear plate bags and a side strap weighs 21.6 ounces or 1.35 pounds when wet. With the Axle Equinox cummerbund, that weight bumps up to 32 ounces or 2 pounds. By comparison, the USMCA compliant variant with just the front and rear plate bags and side strap weighs 21.6 ounces or 1.35 pounds. With the Axle Equinox cummerbund, that weight is 30.4 ounces or 1.9 pounds. Thermal transmittance. What is thermal transmittance and why does it matter for plate carriers? Thermal transmittance refers to the rate at which heat moves through a material. In the context of plate carriers, it specifically pertains to the body-facing side of the plate bag. When a material such as a wall or plate bag is well insulated, it has low thermal transmittance, making it effective at protecting against external temperature changes, ideal for homes, vehicles, or cold weather gear. Conversely, poorly insulated materials have a high thermal transmittance, which benefits active or athletic apparel like running gear, PT outfits, combat uniforms, or plate carriers. High thermal transmittance allows the body to release excess heat generated during intense physical activity. Given that tactical gear inherently provides some insulation level, choosing equipment, particularly plate carriers and body armor, with the highest possible thermal transmittance is crucial. Essentially, you need gear with minimal insulation to enable your body's natural cooling processes to function optimally, helping you manage body temperature independently of your gear. Thermal management is critical to prevent heat-related issues or injuries, ensuring you remain effective and increasing your survival chances in the field. Some plate carriers, such as our ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3, enhance your body's natural thermal regulation, boosting your performance. For carriers lacking this feature, you can integrate tools from our Ice Age ecosystem, like the IMS Pro, IMS Versa, iSpence, and Catamaran, to improve their thermal efficiency. For a detailed understanding of thermal physiology and the environment, check out our all-new blog, Thermal Physiology and the Environment. It is a world-class resource for professional end users looking to improve readiness, maximize performance, and reduce risk for themselves and their units. It is an excellent tool for athletes, soldiers, Marines, and anyone else looking to realize their full potential in today's increasingly challenging climates. For all of the super nerds out there who want to know the experimental design for our thermal transmittance testing, here it is. Take a FLIR camera surface reading of the body-facing side of the plate bags at room temperature. Then place a single ice plate curve fresh out of the freezer into the same plate bag and place a hard armor plate on top of it for 30 seconds to simulate the effect of putting on the plate carrier. Use short exposure time to test efficiency, not capacity. Next, remove the hard armor plate from the surface of the subject plate bag and take a new FLIR surface temperature reading. The Berry-compliant ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 recorded a baseline surface temperature of 79 degrees Fahrenheit and an iceplate inside temperature between 12 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit depending on where the FLIR camera was aimed, which yields a thermal shift of 19 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. The USMCA-compliant ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 recorded a baseline surface temperature of 78 degrees Fahrenheit and an iceplate inside temperature between 12 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit depending on where the FLIR camera was aimed, which yields a thermal shift of 18 to 66 degrees Fahrenheit. What do these numbers mean? The smaller the spread between the initial or baseline surface temperature and the iceplate inside temperature, the lower the thermal transmittance of that plate bag. We've provided two tables for an unbiased analytical context, mean on the left and median on the right. Plate carriers with these readings will trap and retain more heat, making you hotter. The larger the spread between the initial or baseline surface temperature and the iceplate inside temperature, the higher the thermal transmittance of that plate carrier. Plate bags with these larger spreads are better at removing heat to let your body's thermal regulation mechanisms work as naturally as possible. These tables show how both the Berry-compliant and USMCA-compliant ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3s compare to the other plate carriers tested. Unique features. The unique features of ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 include dedicated cummerbund mounting points, half-spaced molly fields on the rear plate bag, and non-permanent quick-release shoulder-mounted first spear tubes adaptability. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is currently the only plate carrier on the market that prioritizes thermoregulation technology integration. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 has maximum ventilation porting and organic internal Velcro fields for mounting IMS Pro for conductive cooling or IceFence Classic ventilation pontoons for convective cooling. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is also constructed entirely from hydrophobic laminates, greatly aiding dry and wet weight reduction and being odor resistant. It also includes plate bag lacing to secure armor plates of various shapes, sizes, and profiles. Attachment mechanisms. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 uses Velcro, Molly, Swift Clip, G-hook, and can utilize zip-on panels via adapters. Variety. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is available in Multicam, Ranger Green, Coyote, Black, and our soon-to-be-released High-Vis Safety Yellow colorway. Yes, you heard that last one correctly. A High-Vis ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is in the pipe. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is also available with a side strap or cummerbund variant, and the previously covered Berry-compliant or USMCA-compliant material variants. Sizing adjustability. The shoulder straps have 4 inches of adjustability, and the cummerbund has 14 inches of adjustability. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is best with medium ICEPLATE plates. Armor plates with the following dimensions will also fit: 9.5 inches by 12.5 inches up to 1.1 inches thick for medium ICEPLATE armor plate profiles. 10 inches by 12 inches up to 0.75 inches thick for medium SAPI plate profiles. Shooter and swimmer ICEPLATE and SAPI footprints. Country of origin. Country of origin is a critical consideration when selecting a plate carrier. Country of origin is a dependable but not absolute indicator of innovation, quality, and craftsmanship. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 is 100% designed and manufactured in Knoxville, Tennessee. Both the Berry-compliant and USMCA-compliant variants are built in the same building by the same hands on the same machines. The only difference is that the USMCA-compliant material is made in Mexico while its Berry-compliant material is made in the USA. Both are then shipped to our Knoxville, Tennessee HQ to be turned into finished ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3s. Price. ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 starts at $245 for the USMCA side strap variant and goes up to $475 for the USMCA Axle Equinox cummerbund variant. The Berry-compliant ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 with the side strap starts at $475, and the Axle Equinox cummerbund brings it up to $695. These prices are current as of August 8th, 2024, and are subject to change. That concludes our technical overview of ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3. We hope you found it both informative and enjoyable. This technical overview has been long overdue. However, this delay primarily comes from the fact that conducting a review of any description of our product will always risk bias. While we have gone to great lengths to maintain an empirical approach, we encourage anyone willing to conduct the same tests on ICEPLATE EXO Gen 3 or any of the other plate carriers we have reviewed in this series. All information on how we perform these tests is readily available in the video itself and its twin blog article on coreperformance.com, ready to be replicated. Are you an ICEPLATE EXO user? Where has your EXO taken you? Share your stories and insights in the comments below. If you want to see the latest in all aspect thermoregulation, follow us on Instagram at Core Performance and subscribe to our Launchpad email list. Join us in building a superhuman future. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay frosty.